Hey crew, what's up?
This is the Train Together podcast. I'm Lana Parks.
And I'm Jack Faulkner.
We're best mates, parents, and experienced personal trainers based in Byron Bay, Australia.
We're your training buddies that will never let you down.
The Train Together podcast is here to help you feel good, move well, and do more of the stuff you love with simple and sustainable training that complements your lifestyle instead of taking over it.
No matter where you're at with your training journey, we will give you everything you need to be confident with your training and get strong for life.
With us in your ears, you'll know what to do, when to do it, and how to lift properly.
We're here to give you high quality guidance and do all the hard work so you can just show up, put your headphones in, and train hard.
But don't worry, there'll also be plenty of banter, shits, and giggles along the way.
The Train Together podcast.
It's a workout in your ears. We would like to start by acknowledging the traditional owners of the land on which we are recording today, the Arakwal people of the Bundjalung Nation. We would also like to pay our respects to elders past and present. The easiest way to track your session is via our Train Together app, where you get access to 3 full body weight sessions a week, in-depth video tutorials, track your workouts so you know what to lift each week, and can be a part of the Train Together community where you'll join amazing like-minded people that will help you to stay accountable and motivated. The link is in the description. If you want to pause to sign up, please do so. It'll only take a couple of minutes. And if at any point today you would also like to have a look at the in-depth video tutorials of the exercises in this session, they are in the show notes. So if you need a bit of extra guidance, check them out.
Hey crew, what's up? Welcome to week 3 of program 27. We are in for a spicy week this week. We've got plenty coming up for you. Same program as last week, but a bit more intensity. What's going on, Lance?
All right, so guys, for this session, you know the deal. We've got a solid full body workout where today we're gonna be aiming to kind of hit 2 reps in reserve. So that is getting hard, okay? So if you are up for that challenge, guys, we're gonna fight towards that point of almost failing, thinking you could only get 2 more good reps out, okay? So 2 more reps with solid form. If you still wanna take it a little slower and just focus on that form, especially on certain exercises, please do. No pressure to absolutely destroy yourself. But if you've trained with us for a hot minute, then we want you really pumping through.
To push it. We got Christmas coming up next week.
That's
How
it.
wild is that?
This week.
No, next week. Is it this week?
This week.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Christmas coming up this week.
Christmas is on.
Holy guacamole.
Yeah.
Like, it's...
I mean, technically we're pre-recording this, but
Yeah, that's why I got
If
my
we're-
day
yeah,
off for the week after, but let's go for
Yeah.
it. Yeah, so
Merry Christmas, guys. Hope you get this session in between your fun and let's do it. Oh, wait, before we do it, it's all
shits and giggles until...
someone giggles and shits. So we're kind of going to do this a little bit different right now. We are going to preempt our shit and our giggle, all right?
I'm going to guess yours and you're going to guess mine.
No, I'm just going to, well, you can say I'm in Japan, I'm having an epic time, that's your good thing. Next minute it starts pissing down rain. There's I'm joking.
No.
And I'm going to preempt that there's sunshine, sun's out, it's a really good week, everyone sleeps well, and my only shit thing is going to be that
You've been working all the hours
you
under
just
the
keep
sun.
messaging me saying, it's so good,
All
so
the
much
snow.
powder.
Yeah, non-stop, which it actually is looking like. So we're obviously pre-recording this, they've had heaps of snow, no rainy days or warm days in sight. So right now, my giggles is that I'm in Japan, waist deep in powder, probably wiping out every 10 seconds, getting face shots left, right and center, eating my weight in unlimited Wagyu steaks at dinner. And my shit is that I'm not with my baby girls.
Aww.
There we go. That is, love it. Cool. All right, let's jump into this session. Warm up is ready to rock and roll. We're going to go through that, get ourselves prepped, nervous system on. Let's get the session done.
See you soon. All right, so just a reminder before we get warm, for this warm-up, you will need a resistance band, and either a dowel or a broomstick would be ideal, but if you don't have one, we will give you an option as well. So setting up, guys, we are on the floor. We're going into a plank position. So shoulders are going to be stacked over our wrists here, and we've got a nice long body. Our core is engaged. Our hips are not going to sag through, okay? We're going to send our hips up high here into a big pyramid. So push your butt to the ceiling, and you've got the option here to take one hand off and tap your opposite knee, shin, or ankle, whatever you can reach. From here, we transfer our weight back forward to that plank in your starting position where the hips don't sag through. Now we're gonna go back up and use the opposite hand to tap here and then transferring back forward. So let's work through a few reps. If you find it too challenging taking the hand off, I just want you to work through with both hands on the floor. Hips go high, stick that butt out so you get a nice stretch in the back of those hamstrings, and then keeping that core engaged as we transfer back to shoulders over wrists. We're gonna work through for a couple more reps here. For 3, hips high, back to that plank 2, and finishing off for 1. Coming down onto hands and knees now, so we're in that 4-point position. Our back is nice and stable. Now, if you want to do a couple of little tilts or arches through your tailbone and spine here, just to find that neutral position, please do. Now, our knees are going to be hip width apart, our hands are shoulder width apart. We're locking off through our core, and for our bird dog, we're going opposite arm to leg extending out, whilst maintaining our torso in that nice flat stable position. From that lengthened position, draw back in, transfer the weight over to opposite hand and knee, and then we extend out the opposite side. So breathe in, extend, nice long position, breathe out, draw back in. Imagine here that you are balancing a glass of water on your tailbone, so there's no movement arching, no flaring through the ribs. We're locked off and stabilizing through that core. Control the changeover of weight. So as you come back in, make it a nice calculated, controlled movement. You should be thinking a lot throughout these reps to minimize any wobbles and balances. Keep breathing, working through a couple more. Focus on squeezing that core. Extend out, drawing back in. A couple more reps here, guys. Let's go one more on each side. And we are finishing off our final rep here. Beautiful. So we're gonna stay on the floor. We're laying on our belly now, all right? We're gonna go nice and flat, nice and long, and we're going to take our hands behind our head here and interlock our fingers. Forehead is into the floor, and we're going to squeeze through our shoulder blades so that our elbows lift up and off the floor, placing them back down. So lifting elbows, squeezing through that mid upper back and placing back down. Everything else is just relaxed and extended. Squeezing, relaxing, release. Squeezing, relaxing and release. A few more reps out here, guys. Lift and squeeze, control that release. We're opening and closing for 3 and 2. Beautiful, good work. And final one, big squeeze, keep getting that range and relax. All right, back up into our plank position here for an eccentric push-up. That is the lowering phase of our push-up. If you struggle on your toes, I just want you to start on your knees, but if you're confident on your toes, we're gonna go up to that plank position. Nice long body here. Now, what we're aiming to do is send our elbows at 45 degrees, pushing our chest towards the floor. Our hands are gonna be just wider than shoulder width there, so nice wide position. Chest lowers into the floor here, head comes forward so we hit that nice arrow. Now you are going as slow as you possibly can. Control, control, control. When you get to the bottom, just rest and relax for me. Roll up however you please. So you can push back towards those heels with your butt, reset back into your plank, and we're gonna go again, all right? So in your own time, guys, we're gonna try and get a good 4 to 5 reps out here. Nice, slow, and controlled. Our body or our torso is like a plank of wood, okay? No dropping of those hips. Keep that core engaged. Elbows hit that 45 degrees. Resist against flopping into the floor. If you need to regress to your knees, please do. And remember, it's not about pushing up and out of this position. You can roll up and get back up into that plank, however feels good. All right, let's finish this final effort. Last rep here, nice and slow. Beautiful. For 3, 2, and relax. Okay, staying on the floor, we're gonna roll over onto our back for a glute bridge. So flat on our back here, we're bending our knees Our feet are going to be about hip width apart, feet are flat into the floor. Now what we're going to do here is have about a foot length from our glutes to our heel, okay? So if your heels are really close to your butt and you can touch, I want you to walk it out that little bit. Now, all we're gonna do is lift our hips up by tucking the tailbone under or tucking the pelvis under, and we're squeezing or clenching our butt cheeks together. Scoop and squeeze, baby, scoop and squeeze. Now, in that top position, I want your shoulder blades to still have contact to the floor, and that means our core is gonna stay engaged and our ribs are down, so no flaring of those ribs. Let's work through those reps here. We're lifting up and dropping down, scoop and squeeze, lifting up and dropping down. If you feel the tops of your legs too much in your thighs, walk your heels a bit further forward. If you feel the backs of your legs, walk them in a little bit closer to butt. Couple more reps here, almost there. For 3, scoop and squeeze and relax. For 2, scoop and squeeze. And last one, big squeeze and relax. All right, we are coming up now, guys. You are going to need your resistance band and something to attach it to. So a rig or an upright pole. If you need to pause us to find that, please do. Otherwise, we are going to get into it. It is attached at around about chest height. We are holding in one hand and we're going to step back so that we have resistance in the band with an extended elbow. Big reach forward. It's fine if the shoulder comes forward here. Then we're going to brush that elbow tight by our side, set the shoulder down and pull as you row back. So brushing elbow tight, pulling shoulder back, lengthening through that spine, shoulder is set down and back. Really important that shoulder drives back and doesn't get left forward, all right? So really think about that as you work through your reps. Nice big squeeze for 2 and 1. Swapping sides, holding onto that other side. Big reach forward, brush and squeeze. Big reach forward, brush and squeeze. Chest is proud. Breathe in, breathe out. Perfect. Couple more reps here. Nice lengthen through that elbow. Staying tight through your core here. Everything is locked on for 3, for 2, and finishing it off, and 1. All right, last one, guys, before we get into it. This is gonna prime us to get into our RDL. For our first exercise, you will need your dowel, your broomstick, or if you don't have an option, you can just pop your fingertips behind your ears. Now with this dowel, we're going 3 points of contact, head, shoulder blades, tailbone. That's ensuring we have a nice neutral spine. Feet are hip width apart, soft bend in our knees. Now we're gonna bow forward whilst we maintain those 3 points of contact, and you're thinking about pushing your hips back. Searching for a stretch in hamstrings. When you feel like you can't push your hips back any further, stand tall and repeat. So we send those hips back. We're engaged through that core, soft bend in our knees and drive back up and out. So you are bowing here, but maintaining the 3 points of contact, okay? If you feel it come off at all, then you need to stay that little bit higher. So have a play around with it. Make sure your feet maintain 3 points of contact as well. Big toes, little toes, heels. Don't have a shift into your heels. We want vertical shins, so knees stay stacked on top of heels. Finishing it off here, your final rep, and relax. All right, good stuff, guys. We should be feeling warm. We're gonna get ready to go into our dumbbell RDL.
Alrighty, crew. First exercise of the day in for week 3. Let's go. All right, so you've got your dumbbell Romanian deadlift. If you haven't looked through already, click into your exercise name and have a little look at your goal for today. So the weight that you're gonna lift and how many reps you're kind of aiming for. And then look at the warm-up weights. And we're gonna grab that first warm-up weight out right now. Just dive into our first warm-up set. So you've got 8 reps to do on the first warm-up set here. So whatever you are lifting, grab that out right now. Make your way to a position where you can perform your dumbbell RDL. Stand tall with feet hip width apart, toes straight, shoulders back and down, soft knees. And we're gonna bow forward, send the hips to the back of the room. And then stand tall again. How low do you go? As tight as your hamstrings let you, and then back up. Shoulder set, soft knees, bum to the back of the room, bow right over, and up. Good, so big breath in and brace for every single one. And then when you finish those 8 reps, which is probably around now, you're gonna pop that weight back, and you're gonna go into your second round of 5 in about 20 seconds time.
Nice, guys. So we are going to go a little bit heavier now for those 5 reps, building up to our working effort for week 3, where things will start getting a little bit heavier, a little bit spicier. Hopefully you've got that weight out. Let's get ourselves set up and get into those 5 reps. Warm up number 2.
That's it, guys. So I want to think about in this warm-up set, your shoulders being towards your hips and not letting them round forwards at all, okay? So with this one, shoulders set, big breath in and fill that tank so you can brace and then go through those. So stand tall now, dumbbells in hand, soft knees, shoulders set, big breath in, bowing forwards, send your hips to the back of the room, get the legs nice and tight, and stand tall, bring those hips through, and into the next one. Alrighty, so control through each rep, staying super tight, don't let the back round at the bottom, manage it, and that should be 5. I'll probably talk for too long on that one, I reckon. Lana stopped a while ago, but that's good. So now you can have about 20 to 30 seconds to grab your working weight out, so double check that if you need to. And then you're going to go back to where you'll track your exercises on your phone. If you've got your pen and paper, then sweet. And then have a little drink, a little sip, and think about what you are going to do well in these working sets, which are going to come on in about 20 seconds time. Lana's going to pop the timer on and get us ready to roll.
All right, we're going to go for 10 to 12 reps, guys. We are on a 3-minute timer.
All the rest time. Nice. So we're going to start our first set in 10, 5, in 3, 2, and 1. That is us on. Shoulders set, soft knees, big breath in and brace. Bowing forwards, hips to the back of the room, and then stand up. Find that stretch in the back of the legs every single time. And don't let that back round. Keep on going through those reps, counting out. Big breath in, fill that stomach with air, brace, wrap that corset around the midline and stay tight. Hold your breath through the bottom point, exhale on the way up. Nice. Keep that flow. Don't let the shoulders round and don't speed up at the end. And then have your rest time when you've done your 12 and you're going to track with La. Lana's a bit puffed, so I'll take you for 20 seconds. Cardio when it gets to the high 12 reps. So grab out your phone, pen and paper, your notes, whatever you're going to track in, and just pop in the first working weight that you just did, and then pop in how many you did and how many more you think you could do there, okay? We're going to work backwards from here and decide what we're going to do in our next set. So if you got 12 reps with more than 2 in the tank, then you're going to try and go up, okay? We do have the other 2 reps to play with. If you got to 10 with less than 2 in the tank, then it might be the case that you're going to have to go down to get in that rep range for this one. But if you really want to push yourself and try get it towards 10 or more again, then you can. Okay, if you got in between and in the perfect rep range, then just stay there and do that.
Nice, guys. So we've got just over a minute of rest still, so get that data in and we'll have a little breather, sips of water if you need, and we'll get pumped for set 2. Hopefully these are feeling pretty good. You feel that little lengthen and stretch in the back of your legs throughout. You'll mostly feel it the next day though, when you go to bend down and reach something from the floor. All right, heaps of time still, so just take a moment and we'll get back into it in about 45 seconds. How they feel, Jack?
Felt good. I feel a bit puffed. But I swear I still feel tight from last time.
Right.
Yeah, my legs are always stiff after these. But the strength I get, and I actually feel like from the kickbacks in the last program and a couple of sessions of these, like my glutes are feeling good.
They're popping.
I wouldn't say popping. I've always had the flattest bum in the world. Erin laughs at me. She calls my bum cute, and I don't think that's a compliment.
Yeah, probably not.
All right, 15 seconds till you're back on. Grabbing that working weight up. So thinking whether we've gone up, down, or stayed the same.
All right, let's do it, crew.
We are on 3, 2, and 1. Minimum of 10. Push towards 12. 2 in the tank, max at the end. Shoulders set, soft knees, bum to the back of the room. Bowing over to find that stretch. Every single one the same. Your bottom point should be a dead stop pretty much, and then back up. It shouldn't be fluid. You shouldn't dip and let those shoulders round. Focus towards the end now. Staying strict. Push, 10 to 12, 2 in the tank at the end. Get after it, nice. And then when you are done, have your breather. Take your time. You got 10 seconds to just breathe and have a little drink, and then Lana's going to jump in and track with you for the second set.
Good stuff, guys. So we've grinded through 2 sets now. We've got 1 to go. Let's pop in what weight we just did, how many reps we got out, and what is left in the tank again, all right? I'll let you guys go through, get that in. Then we'll think about that next set, okay? Our third and final set of week 3. We've only got 1 more week after this week. So next week is our last week doing this exercise. So let's make sure it is hard enough, okay? If you still feel like it's your first time training with us and you're still trying to nail that form, obviously it's okay to do exactly that, nail the form, focus on the technique. But if you feel like you're all over it, let's really push it in this third and final set.
We've got time, you know, like with the programs here that we do, it's not like one program to get shredded for life. It's like, no, our gym is called Continuum because it's like continuous. It's a process, and that's what it is to us. So once you're in the continuum, you're in it for life. People go away for a year and they come back and they join us again. And, you know, it's just, you're somewhere in that cycle. And we're all about those small, slight stages or small, slight changes over time. And
baby
that's
steps.
what it is. Yeah. Little baby steps that basically get you stronger and stronger and stronger and reduce the risk of injuries. And if you have less injuries, you can train for longer periods of times, more gains, feeling good, doing more of what you love.
Sounds good.
Sounds pretty good. You know what sounds good? Right now, when you guys are doing this, I'm probably going to be waist deep in powder.
Well, weather's looking good here too, so hopefully we'll have sunshine and waves.
Yeah. So we're doubling down on this workout for this week. So the spice is real. Lana wanted some more rest time, but got it out of her. 5 seconds.
All right, let's do it.
Last round for these RDLs, okay, for this week. This is our third week, so 2 in the tank, max at the end. If you get to 12 and there's more than 2 in there, go past it. Go until you could only do 2 more good reps. Get after it for me. Shoulders set, soft knees, big breath in, fill that tank. Give the ribs down, small arch in the back throughout. Stretch those hammies tight. Power to the top position. Don't tuck the hips under though. And repeat. Lower leg is in concrete. Don't let the knees start to rock back and forwards. Should be balancing those feet, dumbbells close to those shins. Good team, nice. Good effort, third and final set, pretty much there. If you're still going, if you're doing those extras, grind away for me.
Whoa.
And let's get that tracking for that third and final set. Done skis and out the way.
All right, that is it, guys. So last set, let's track it. Pop in what we just did, what weight we used, how many reps we got out, what was left in the tank. And then once you have done that, we're gonna plan what we're gonna finish off on next week, okay? So next week we'll do our 2 warm-up sets again before going into our 3 working sets. And next week we're thinking like 0 to 1 reps in the tank. So working at our absolute max capacity next week. So click on that exercise name, add your own note in there, work yourself backwards. So pop in what weight you wanna use for your working effort. And then just in front of that, your 2 warm-up sets, okay? A couple of kilos lighter for each of those. And then we are ticked off, done and dusted. Next exercise is our dumbbell single arm row. You will need a bench and some heavy dumbbells. 2 warm-up sets first, guys. So let's meet you there in about 30 seconds. You. All right, guys, exercise 2, we are into our dumbbell single arm row, working our back and our biceps here. So working one side at a time. We want to start off on our weaker side, and then we will swap over to that stronger side and match your reps. So let's get into our first warm-up effort, 8 reps here. If you haven't already found that rate, have a quick click back through, or have a little look on your pen and paper.
Also, if we only wrote in one warm-up set last week and you want to just do one, that's totally fine. We gave you an option. We're doing 2 just because it lets us build up more incrementally to the working weight, because it is quite heavy today because we are only doing that 5 to 8 rep range, okay? So if you've only written 1 and you want to do 2, feel free to tweak it. And again, we've got an 8 and 5 in there, so the first one should be pretty light and the second one kind of heavy. But if you wanted to change it to 6 on the first one and 4 on the second one because you've gone too heavy on those, then that's totally fine too. How to find those weights? Just take a good guess or something that you like. Some people like closer weights, some people like big jumps. For example, me, I'm going to go with the 32.5 weight today. So I'm going to go with 15, then I'm going to go to 25, and then I'll be up. So I've got like a big jump and then a smaller jump, and then I'm in. So whatever works for you.
Nice. All right, let's set ourselves up, guys. So setting ourselves up at that bench, guys. Knee on the bench, other leg is going to go nice and wide. Then we fall forward. Have your hand directly underneath your shoulder. We're nice and tight there. So our working hand is going to hang dead, and then we're going to brush that elbow tight by the side as we row back towards our hip. Pull the shoulder back, squeeze, and a nice big reach back forward. So working through your warm-up effort here. For that first arm, big reach forward, big row back. We want to row back towards that hip, keep that elbow tight, and make sure the shoulder pulls back. Stick that chest out nice and proud, big squeeze through that one side of the back. All right, you should almost be finished off that first side, and we will swap over to our second side. Take your time to get set up here, guys. Knee on the bench, lean it forward, other leg is out so our hips are nice and stable. Big reach forward, then we row back towards our hip, all right? Making sure that shoulder sets back into place as well. Sticking the chest out and squeeze. Let's work through those reps. Reach, pull, and row. Breathe in as you reach forward. Breathe out as you brush back tight. Once you get towards the end of that set, guys, and once you finish off, pop that weight away, get your second effort out.
Let's get into it. So guys, we've got our second warm-up set coming up shortly. So if something didn't feel right in that first one, then make changes for this week, okay? If you made notes last week on things you're making different or things you're doing well, then do those for me. The main thing with this, guys, is with that setup, the foot is wide enough that you create space for the dumbbell. We keep an arch in the back and that we're comfortable with where we're leaning, okay? If your wrist starts to hurt as the weight gets heavy, you can always bring that bench up and lean on your elbow too, okay? So let's get set up for your second warm-up set. This is going to be a 5 or a 4, and it should be a little bit heavier. So start with your knee on the bench, hand out in front. Okay, so we're leaning on there. Other foot really super wide and angled out to the side. From there, we're going to go hand under the shoulder, drive the shoulder back or down towards the hip, elbow back towards the hip as well, tucking nice and tight, and then slowly lower back to your starting position. Get a good squeeze where we pull everything tight with the back every single time. Get those 5 done. Squeezing on every one. Back under the shoulder and arcing back. And then swapping over to that second side for me. Same setup. Knee on the pad. Hand out in front. Foot out to the side. Working hand under that shoulder. And we start by driving the elbow back. Shoulder towards the hip. Elbow tucks in close. Let's do it. 5 reps. Should be feeling good with these now. 3rd week, second warm-up set. And then when you've done your 5, pop those weights away and get ourselves ready to rock and roll for our working weight. So get that working weight ready as soon as you're done there. If you've forgotten it, click through on your note where the exercise name was. You guys have got 25 seconds. And we're going to work on 2.5 minutes here. We're going to do a minimum of 5 reps, pushing towards 8, and you will have 2 reps in the tank at the end, okay? So that's the goal. If you get to 8 and you're like, fuck, I've made this too light, shouldn't be at that point. but feel free to do some more reps and go up on that next set. And again, if you're struggling at 5, that's totally fine. Okay, and if we're still talking, you don't have to do more. Just work to wherever you're at. All right, grab that weight. Ready to roll. Minimum of 5, pushing towards 8. Starting with your weaker side first. All right, so knee on that pad. Hand down in front. Foot out to the side. Grab that weight.
We're going to get into that first working effort in about, here we go, 3, 2, and 1. So big reach forward from here, pull that shoulder back, arcing back towards the hip, elbow brushes tight, pull and squeeze. Breathe in as you reach forward, shoulder can drop, and then nice big set back, tucking tight. So let's work through those 5 to 8 reps, stay strong here. Really work that range of motion. Make sure you get that squeeze at the top point. Don't overdo the elbow punching back, okay? Make sure the shoulder pulls tight. You should almost be there. We power through these 5 to 8. Swap on over sides when you have done those reps, and let's get into that second side. So same deal. Take your time for that setup. Nice, solid setup will set you up for a good set. Big reach forward. We're leaning onto the other hand. We're staying tight and rowing back, squeezing. Big reach forward as you breathe in, pull and squeeze. So hand comes back towards that hip, elbow stays tight. Finish it off there, guys. 5 to 8 reps. It's a grind. It's starting to feel heavy.
Boom.
Boom.
I was done way before Lana was talking then, so if you guys were shorter on that as well, totally fine, okay? If you want to make it longer in the next one, you can have more control on the way down, okay? So fill out that set for me wherever you are tracking, weight you lifted, how many you did, and how many more you think you could do. I always fill this out off of my weakest arm, so you can make that call there. And then deciding if you got 8 with more than 2 in the tank, you're going to make it harder for me. If you got 5 with less than 2 in the tank, you're going to make it easier. And if you're in the middle there somewhere, you're going to just go and try and match that in the next set. We've got 50 seconds until we are on to round 2 of your single arm row. Lance is looking good here. Lovely arch, nice shoulder set, good squeeze. You.
All right, good stuff, guys. Heaps of time on the clock there still. Just over 30 seconds.
Is that heaps of time?
Yeah.
In some classes it would be heaps of time.
Plenty of time.
I'm looking at 30 seconds and you look down and you look up and it's like 3 seconds. You know, you blink and it's gone.
All right, we're almost there. So let's get into this second set, guys. Let's stay strong. Let's maintain that form, maintain that squeeze. Let's slowly start setting ourselves up here, starting on that weaker side again. Knee onto the bench. Falling forward, catching ourselves. Nice flat back there. All right, here we go. 3, 2, and we are working. Arcing back, pull and squeeze. Shoulder comes back as well. Big reach forward, brush and squeeze. Big reach forward. So stay strong here, guys. Keep that nice arch back so you really can pull the shoulder back there into place. So you're thinking back and down with that shoulder. Get those reps out. You should be pretty close there. 5 to 8. Get them done. All right, we swap over side. Nice fluid changeover. Back into position. Falling forward with that opposite knee on the bench. Here we go. Big brush back tight. Big reach forward. Keep breathing here, guys. Stay strong. Maintain that form, all right? No shit reps. Let's get it done. You should almost be there. 5 to 8. If you're pushing for the 8, last 1 or 2 here. Stay strong. Brush and squeeze. Let's go. All right, guys, you should pretty much be done there. Good work. That's 2 sets down. You got 1 to go.
Nice. Lana's new catchphrase, pretty much done.
Pretty much
You should be
done.
pretty much done. All right,
yeah,
we should
once
pretty
you've
much
only got 1 set left, it's like, that's it, we're done.
It's at the end you always go, okay, we should be pretty much done there. It's like, because if there are like 1 or 2 left. Okay, so track that second set for me. Hopefully we're in the sweet spot now. We've adjusted those weights. We're between 5 and 8, 2 in the tank. We're just going to try and match on that last one. So weight, reps, how many more you could do. And again, feel free to adjust the weight accordingly. If it was too heavy, too light, make those changes. And we'll get into our third and final set in about 50 seconds. What's the rest of your week look like, Lance?
Same old, same old.
The usual.
Bit of work, bit of play, Dance class tonight.
How good.
Just getting sorted for Christmas, to be honest. Got the whole fam coming for Chrissy, so...
The crew.
You're going to be the hostess with the mostess.
No
Last bit of Chrissy shopping.
Oh, what have you got? Oh, you can't really say. What good presents have you brought? Who have you got? Who's someone that you've got a good present
We only
for?
do Secret Santa, so we only buy one present for each family's, for mine and Ryan. So
That's good. That's good.
So much better than having to buy everyone everything.
Yeah, I like that setup.
All right, gang, we are back into it, okay? Third and final effort of our dumbbell single arm row. Let's go. Let's go hard here. If you reach your 8 reps here and you've got more than 2 in the tank, I want you to keep repping it out until you've got max 2 in the tank. Even work towards that failure if you want. Let's get it done. Big reach forward, big row back, arcing back towards the hip, brushing, squeezing tight. Last rep or 2, here we go. Once you are finished there, swap on over sides. Same deal on that second side. It's gonna start to feel heavy towards the end here, but you can do it. You are strong. You are brave. You are kind.
Wow, putting me off here.
Let's go. Let's stay tight. Big arc and squeeze. Keep breathing here. Hold your breath as you pull and squeeze if you need now to maintain that brace. All right, you should pretty much be done there, hey?
Oh, and I'm done, and I'm glad they're done. They were hard for me today, but I'm already fearful about the chest press because I really worked overtime on it last week. So fill out that last set for me and we'll plan for our 4th and final week next week. So work your way through for me. Go through weight lifted, how many did, how many more you think you could do, and then let's have a look at our numbers for this week. If you got 3 sets of 8 with 2 in the tank, you're going to plan to go up next week. If you got like 2 sets of 1 weight and then had to drop down, try and do all 3 sets on that weight. Or if you're in the middle there, we're just going to stay and try and push towards the 8 next week. So click into that exercise name, make your note for next week of your goal, and we'll do 2 warm-up sets before that. So whatever 2 weights you feel will get you warm and set up for that exercise, then you're going to pop those 2 in before it. On the first one, you do either 8 or 6 reps. On the second one, you'll do either 5 or 4 reps. And work your way backwards from there. Back out, swiping over into our dumbbell flat chest press. Luckily, you've got your bench there. You should pretty much have the dumbbells ready to roll, and we're going to cruise straight into this one. If you need a little drink, take it right now. We're probably going to have about 15 seconds, and we'll get it. How are they, Lance?
Yeah, good. They feel good. Nice little back pump.
Yeah, I know. I'm feeling like pumped up everywhere right now. We're going to go next level now. Alrighty. Little breather. And chest press time. And that is it, straight into our dumbbell flat chest press. We've got 2 warm-up sets and we should be able to find those in our notes from last week. So clicking through that exercise name if you haven't already done that, and then we're just going to go from there. Grab those dumbbells out. You can grab 1 out because we'll go back to swap over in a second. So for this flat dumbbell chest press, your goal for today is keep our back tight throughout for me. So that big chest throughout, grounded through the feet and heels pushing down nice and hard. So for this first warm-up set, we're going to do 8 reps. You're going to start seated at the front of your bench with the weight on either of your knees here. From here, you're going to roll back, get those weights either in the bottom or top position, wherever you like to start setting up. Slide the heels back so they're just off the floor. Push them down nice and hard towards the floor. If they're not touching, that's fine. Shoulder blades back and down to squeeze. Nice big arch of that back. Elbows at 45 degrees. Elbows underneath those hands for me. And then let's get into that first set. So pressing up and down, weight should be in line with the chest or nipples at the bottom, and then pressing up above the shoulders at the top. Make sure elbows coming at 45-ish, wherever works for you. Hands angled at the same angle. Do not try to protract at the top. Keep the chest out so we get those pecs working. Hopefully we are at about 8 reps now. As soon as you are done, you're going to roll up for me and you're going to pop those weights away and get set up for your second warm-up set in about 20 seconds time, okay? So just swapping over, getting that second one done or ready to roll.
So we can pretty much go straight into this second effort, okay? Keep that flow going for our warm-up set here. So sitting on the edge of the bench, roll yourself back, get into place there. Take that time to get nice and tight through the back. Hands up on top of those elbows. Let's do it. 5 reps.
Nice. So control through the range here as low as you can without those shoulders popping up and forwards. Getting a bit of a stretch through the shoulder and the chest there. Breathe in on the way down. Brace through the bottom. Press up hard. Good. Sweet. That's 5 reps ticked off and in the bag. And we are ready to go into that working set. So we're going to give you, 30 to 45 seconds before we go at least, because we definitely need a little bit of time, because those ones are feeling a little bit heavy because those working sets are so heavy now. What's your favorite thing about chest press, Lance?
My favorite thing about chest press?
Yeah.
Probably just feeling the burn on those last couple of reps.
Yeah, that's why I like...
You just feel boss doing a little chest press.
That's it, especially when you get strong with it. And the 12 reps, like 9, 10, 11, 12, like the money reps, they burn like so bad if you're getting it right. And I love it when you know, okay, I'm definitely working my chest here.
Yeah, when you push through that slowness, you think you're not going to make it up, and then boom.
Boom, I'm strong motherfucker. Our 8:30 crew in here go big strong girl, big strong girl. Alrighty, setting up for your first working set here. We're going to work on 3 minutes. You're going to do 10 to 12 reps with 2 in the tank max at the end, okay? So get yourself set up, sat at the front of that bench for me. Weights on those knees, roll back, wiggle those feet back, get set up. 3-minute time is coming on right now. Let's do it. And let's go. Alrighty. Full range of motion on each one. Stretch and press. Stretch and press. Make sure we're coming down in line with the middle of the chest. Up above the shoulders. Keeping the arch in the back. Working on keeping those upper back muscles nice and tight, even as we punch forwards. Feet go down to the ground. Breathe in, brace that core, powerful press up and exhale. Get into that back end. Enjoy that spice. Enjoy the burn. When you've ticked those 12 off, or 10 to 12 with 2 in the tank, take your breather. Lana's going to track with you right about now.
Boom, smashed it there, guys. Really good effort. First set is in the bag, so let's pop in what reps we did, as well as what weight we did. Don't forget the weight there as well first. And then what did you have in the tank after you got to your 10 to 12? Have a think about that. So if you had 2 or more than 2, let's potentially go up in weight, okay? If you feel like you were kind of on the edge of it, you're not 100% sure, maybe just stay on that weight, and if you get to it again, test it out. See how many you do have in the tank.
Oh, I got my 12.
Hard?
Yeah, but last year I got 12 and then I got 9 in the second set. So I've got to try and beat my 9. Yeah. And then I'm going to try and not go down in my third set. Oh.
Spicy. Yeah. I did the same, didn't I? Yeah. Yeah.
So you should know that. You should be looking at your tracking numbers, Lance.
I am.
Oh, but I just looked up and there's still plenty of rest time.
30 seconds?
Yeah. I just walked into a part of our gym and I was like, I've wanted to have these bars in here that you can do a neutral grip pull-up on for ages. And I was thinking, how can we do this? And I just walked into a corner of one of our rigs. I was like, oh, these bars are at an alright angle, and just did it, and it feels just like a neutral grip pull-up, but they're like kind of angled out at 90 degrees to each other.
How
so
good.
Yeah, I know. Just sussed it right out. Crew, look out. They're going to be doing those before you know it. Lana's going to go and try it out right now. Good angles. I love it. Because like the neutral grip, you use your biceps more, and they feel better. You can always do a couple more, make you feel stronger. Okay, 20 seconds. Making sure you know how many you're aiming for here. So Lana's trying to get more than 9 so she doesn't have to go down. Trying to get in the 10 to 12. Probably going to swear at the end of it.
Yeah, let's get them done, guys.
Okay, setting up. We are on in 3, 2, 1, and let's get it. Alrighty, rolling back. Big chest for me. Full range of motion. Let's get after it. Think about the muscles you're working. If you feel too much in the front of the shoulders, Make sure that we squeeze the back. Shoulders are back and down. Big, big chest on every single one. Okay, those are the cruisy reps done. Now we're on those money reps. Push through. Stay strict. If you're struggling at 10, you're stopping around there. Good effort. We want 2 in the tank at the end. Grind for that last one. Push it. Lana's still going. She's got it.
That's 12. Oh, that was hectic.
Nice. Hopefully you guys got more numbers than last week and you're matching us. I'm going to get down and cry through mine now.
Boom, guys. All right, quick breather if you need. And then let's get that data in, okay? What weight did you just use again? How many reps you get? What was left in the tank? I don't reckon I had anything left in the tank there, but I wanted to get to the 12, so got them done. I'm going to stay on that weight. Try and get within the range again. One more set here. Third and final effort. Whew. We are smashing it, guys. Plenty of time here. Have a breather there.
10.
Working hard.
10. One more than last week.
Nice.
I don't know if I can do it in the last set though.
Don't be a pussy.
Oh, alright, I'm just going to stick with it. 32.5s. See if I can get 10 again in this last set.
What do we got on the clock?
Minute and 8 seconds. All the time. Enjoy it.
We love that rest.
Yeah, yeah.
Get the gas back in the tank. Whew.
Can you eat before you train?
If you want, 100%.
No, I mean, can you, like, how do you go?
can
Because,
I?
like, I used to have to leave, like, 2 hours or I'd be, like, sick. But now I can eat within, like, half an hour and be pretty fine.
Yeah, I can eat. Or it depends. Like, I probably wouldn't have a big-ass meal. But I can definitely eat, like, a banana or a smoothie or something. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess, like, they say, like, hour and a half out, a decent amount of carbs meant to be pretty good. But if you train at 6:30 in the morning, you got to get up. You're not going to get up just to eat that, you know?
Yeah, in the morning I'll have a coffee before I train with milk. So that gets me through if I train early. But later on in the day, if I haven't had food, then I need food.
Okay, 15 seconds.
Because right now I haven't eaten anything in a hot minute and I'm hungry. That's all I can think about.
Got to be hangry soon. You want to get out of here. Okay,
Big
5
feed
seconds
after
to your
this.
third and final set. Can Lana get more than 10? Can you match the numbers in the last set? Let's do it. Rolling back into that effort for me. Let's fucking go. Last chest press of the week. Everything tight. Grounded through those feet. Full range of motion for me. They might get harder a little bit earlier on here, and that's totally fine.
Ooh.
Dig deep now.
One
Getting
rep at a
towards those
time.
money reps. You've got it. Let's go. Hopefully we're around that 10, pushing through towards that 12. If there's less than 2 in the tank, I do not mind for this one.
Done, skis. Oh, I just got that 10th rep out.
Oh, you got 10?
Yeah,
Cool,
big
that was
dog.
slow at the end. I thought you were like at the back end. Oh, I was counting wrong on you. Nice, guys. Good effort. That is your last set of chest press for this week in the bag. I'm going to go and try and suffer in silence so you guys can track.
All right, guys. Take a second there if you do need. Grab that phone out or pen and paper. Let's pop it in. What weight we just did, what reps you got out. And then once we have done that, reps in reserve as well, let's plan next week, okay? So if you got your 3 sets of 12 there, you're probably gonna go up for third and final week. If you're still chipping away at it, stay on that weight. So let's click into the exercise name, adding in your notes. So write in what weight you're gonna work on next week and then just work backwards there. Pop in your warm-up efforts. We'll do 2 warm-up efforts again. So after this, we are going into a superset with our lateral raise and Abmat crunch. So you'll just need a bit of space in your gym for a mat and your Abmat or whatever you are using there, Bozu ball, whatever it is. And then some lighter dumbbells for your lateral raise. So we will meet you there in about 30 seconds, guys. Take your time, get all that data in. Let's get pumped. Almost at the back end of the session.
Cool, back end of the year, guys. So finishing the year strong with us. It's been really good training together. We are starting our new program looking ahead on the 6th of January. So Monday, we'll have 3 sessions a week, and we will still be in your ears every Monday from there to take you through this podcast guided workout or workout in your ears. If you know somebody that you think can benefit from lifting weights, then send them our way. Send them the link to this podcast. It's free. And this is us into our superset now, home straight for the workout. You've got your lateral raise into our Abmat crunch. So you've got 10 to 15 spicy reps on these lateral raises, and you should be feeling the outside of your shoulders. And then you've got your Abmat crunch, or whatever you're using to support that back, maybe even just on the floor, and probably a dumbbell behind the head if you've been smashing 3 sets of 10 out. So make sure you know what you're going to lift. No warm-up sets on this one today, and we're going to dive straight into this, no fucking around, with 10 to 15 reps of our lateral raise. So Lance is going to get hers up and ready to roll, and we're going to be on a 3-minute timer for this. So we're going to go for our 10 to 15 lateral raises. Stand tall, roll those hands in a tiny bit, small bend of the elbow, and then you're going to drive those elbows straight out to the sides, up to about shoulder height with the hands, and then control back down. No swinging of the body, pushing out on every single rep. At the top of this movement, we should be about shoulder height with the hands, and we should be having the thumbs turned down a tiny bit. Small bend in the arms and elbows push out. And now we set that foundation, we push towards these money reps, and the spice should start with about 5 or less reps to go.
Oh, they are spicy.
I stopped already. Sure, there's a couple more in there.
I got 15.
Nice. Good work. Sweet. So you guys hopefully smashed out that first effort. Hopefully you got the spice there. And then you're going to go straight down into your Abmat crunches. So whether you've got your Abmat, whatever you're using, get on that now for me. And let's start those reps. So if you've got a weight, tuck it in up against your head there. Tuck that chin and round that back as much as you can. So crunch up, control down. Crunch up, control down. Round that back, shortening those tummy muscles, squeezing them as you slowly lower. And work hard towards the 10th rep. If you're lower down and you're losing the range, just push to get more than last week. Good. If you get to 10 and you feel good, you can always carry on. Good effort, guys. So hopefully we are close to that end marker now, and you are going to go through and track with Lana in about 10 seconds time. So have a little sip of water, grab out whatever you're going to track on, and let's get it done.
Nice, guys. All right, so when we are in our app, oh, they were spicy. For our superset, we pop in our lateral raise first, and then we scroll down to Abmat. So let's put in what weight we just used for the lateral raises, what reps you get, what did you have left in the tank. Scroll on down from there. Same deal for your Abmat. If you were just body weight, just pop in 0, that is fine. Same deal, what reps and what was left. So we have just under a minute left here, guys. Breathe and get pumped for that spice again. So if you were feeling like you got the 15 out and you had heaps of reps in the tank, then too easy, guys. Let's go up in weight. If it was starting to get spicy, reps are slowing down, stay on that weight. Let's get it done.
30 seconds. 2 more sets of these. I want you guys to try and make this next set on your shoulders as spicy as you can. Okay, so I want you to be pushing out with the outside of the shoulders. If you feel the front, try turning the hands down a tiny bit more, okay? 10 seconds till we're on. So grab those dumbbells up. Think about what you're going to do well. Head to the roof, don't lean forwards. Hands rolled in a tiny bit, small bend in the arm, and out we go. First rep, control on the way down. Don't just chuck these weights around, you control them. Push out with the arm, control down to the bottom position. Thumb turned down a tiny bit. Get those reps done. As you start to feel that spice come on now, lean into it. Make it spicier. Fight gravity as you come back down to the start. Don't let the thumbs start to turn up. Don't swing the body. Don't dip the head. Stay strong. And hopefully, you're at that back end where that spice is on. And then you've got 15 seconds. We're going to start our Abmat crunch, okay? So wherever you're at.
Oh, they were hard.
And now we're going to go into some more spice. So the focus on these Abmat crunches is the way down, okay? So tuck your chin, round your back. Let's get that first rep done. And then control down to your starting position. Tuck your chin, around your back as much as you can. Control down to your starting position. Keep going with those. Keep tension in your tummy the whole way through the lowering phase. Squeeze. Tuck around. And keep that control there. Nice work. Dig deep. Make them burn. Enjoy the spice.
Ow.
And hopefully you're there. Feel the burn.
Woo. All right, we smashed those out, guys. Good stuff. So let's pull out our Faulkner sheet again. Once you've caught your breath there, you just hang out on the ground while you do this. Same deal there. Lateral raise first. What weight and what reps we did. Pop that all in. Scroll on through into that Abmat crunch. What weight did we do? If you did any, all right, and then same deal, how many reps? So we've got that all tracked in there, guys, just under a minute, and then we'll get into it again for our third and final effort. You good?
Yeah.
Hard?
Good. I love it, but I hate it.
Yeah.
Like that pump up my shoulders, they feel like double the size right now, especially after that chest press too.
So good.
Yeah.
All right, guys, so just take a moment here. Start psyching yourself up for this third and final effort. Once we get through this third and final effort and we plan what we do next week, we've just got that good old bicep curl giant set to finish things off. So the end is in sight. We're on the home stretch.
13 seconds, where did that go?
Boom.
Well, I gotta get my breath back. Oh, abs.
Burn,
I suck
baby, burn.
at them. Alrighty, weights up. Hopefully you've got the perfect weight in hand. You're gonna get all the spice out. Hopefully you've started this last set. Lean into that spice like I said before. Hands turned in, solid top position. If you feel too necky, stand tall, don't go quite as high. Those traps will work a little bit, okay, because they support the shoulder. Drive out. Control the descent. Get it? Okay, this back end should be really, really spicy. If you're at 10, you're pushing towards a 15, get it? Make sure you stay in control of that weight. No swinging. If you're done, nailed it. If not, dig deep. Enjoy the burn, smile through it.
Oh, they were hard. I only got 10 then. That's all right, somewhere to go next week.
I like it when I see your foot tap. I know you're really struggling. Brings me joy. 5 seconds until our Abmat crunch. And we are down. Leaning back.
Oh, here we go.
And now make them burn. Okay, tuck the chin. Squeeze those abs, control your descent. Next rep. Next rep. Get it? At no point should you totally relax in this set. Keep some tension in the abs, even as you fully lengthen them. I want it to be so spicy at the end that you can't sit up. Push to that point. No back pain, hopefully, so push it back into the pad. If you do, reduce the range. All right, if you got 10, amazing. If you got more in there, keep going. And hopefully, you guys have got all the spice in the world. You're rolling out of there, crawling back towards your phone or your paper or whatever you're doing, whatever you're tracking on. Lana's going to run you through that last track of that one and plan your weight for next week.
All right, that's it, guys. So I scroll down to that final superset number 3 there. So you know the deal now. Get in your lateral raise and your Abmat crunch efforts there. What weight you used, how many reps you got, what was left in the tank, and then click on the exercise name, lateral raise first, and just pop into your notes what your goal weight is next week and how many reps you want to go for. So if you're going to stay on that same weight, that probably means that you didn't reach the 15 reps, or you did get to the 15 and you had literally nothing left. Maybe you want to start on that weight again and give it a crack. All right. exit out from there. Same deal for the Abmat crunch. If you've been staying on body weight, maybe next week it's time to give a 1 kg dumbbell a little crack. So I know it doesn't seem like much, 1 kgs, but it can make a difference. So let's give that a crack next week. And then from there, guys, let's just get our dumbbells for our bicep curls. So exiting out there, mark all, and then we are ready to roll for our bicep curls in about 1 minute's time, all right? So we'll see you in a second. 40 reps we are working towards with those little gaps in between. Boom.
1 minute, fuck that, I reckon we get into it. 20 seconds, drink, dumbbells up.
Ooh.
Let's go.
Radio, radio.
Final bit of spice for day 1, week 3. You got your bicep curl weight up. We're gonna get jacked up. You're gonna get all the compliments walking out the gym because they've got the pump going, all right? So dumbbells in hand, turn those hands out, palms facing forwards, shoulders set, body still. Let's get into 40 reps and as little stops as possible. We are on, let's go. So count out those reps in your head, squeeze the biceps, and think about the muscle that you are using the whole time. Fully straighten at the bottom of each rep. Squeeze the bicep hard and do not relax at the top. Control your descent.
Oh, the spice is real already.
No swinging on the body.
Stay strict. Let's do it, guys.
Good. It's not a race. I know you want to get to that 40, but now the reps. Oh, I'm going to have to stop soon already. 9's a yuck. Get to that burn, that spice with me. Or I'm going to take a break there at 19.
Oh, 20.
We're so close. Max 15 seconds if you're still going. Keep on squeezing, keep on squeezing. If you've taken a break, max 15. Oh, time we're going from before. I reckon we should use that to get back on. Let's go. Second lot of exercises, set and lock, second set. Oh, I can feel the burn already. First couple.
Oh my God, so hard.
Grind towards the end. Everyone, squeeze, control. Squeeze, control. Get there. Oh. Push yourself now. If you get slow, that's totally fine.
Wow.
Oh, the pump is on. The veins are out.
Popping.
Max 15 seconds at any point with your rest. Hopefully we're getting towards the home straight with this exercise. Burn should be real. Dig deep for us. As little stops as possible to get you to 40. Every rep the same.
Oh my God. Oh, so close. I've got 5 to get.
That's my third stop and I've got 5 to go as well. Oh, I must have caught you up a rep in there. Okay, last effort.
All right, this is
for
it.
us.
Let's get it done.
Hopefully you're at the back end as well. If you already stopped, nice work. If you're still grinding, get it. Dig deep. And we're going to check out right now at 40 reps. If
Good,
you keep
thanks.
going,
Good to know you. Catch you later.
good effort. If you're done, smashed it. That is us.
Legends.
See you for week 4. Love you, bye.
You. Let's go.
Let's go.